What's going on, everyone? XDinoShotX here from NTP, and I'm back again with another YouTuber statue tutorial. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make LittleLizardGaming. Now, I've seen these guys before. I've enjoyed some of their content. I've seen they've actually done a lot of stuff here with Atlanticraft. In fact, those were the videos that I came across when I was, just browsing, surfing YouTube. Came across these guys, and I watched some of the stuff that they did with Atlanticraft. It was pretty entertaining. But made these guys tons of requests just recently for them. I think like the last video, in fact, Atlanticraft, or it may have been Craft Battle Duty actually. Just pretty much an overwhelming want for us to make these guys. So went ahead, threw them in there. We weren't planning on making them just yet. We were planning on making them, just not just yet. But went ahead, threw them in there, and yeah, so this is what it came out to be. I'm kind of proud of them. I wish I could have done so much more with them, because some of the colors I'm not too happy with, as far as their skins, how they came out looking. I mean, I wish I could have done so much more. Like a LittleLizard here, his skin is not this bright of a green, and TinyTurtle, it's not this dark of a green. But it was really the best I could do for both of them. TinyTurtle was actually, he was all lime, and I changed it to green just because the lime looked too weird, because he was all lime with a little bit of detailing of green in him, but changing it to all green, it didn't look like his skin exactly, but it made it look a little bit better, I think. But as for LittleLizard, best I could do with him as far as the color in him goes. We don't have any stained clay or anything yet, so until then, like, this is, if you have stained clay and you can make the lime like a darker-ish green, which I'm sure you can if you have stained clay, you have a lot more options than we have. Definitely tinker around with this, see if you can make it any closer than I have. But just, this being on Xbox 360, the limitations are very real. Let me just say that. They are very annoying, quite real. Just, the lack of colors. When we get stained clay here on Xbox 360, when we finally get that update, it's going to be amazing to finally mess around with all these, you know, we have, the color scheme just kind of doubles for us. The color palette doubles, and we can do so much more, but until that time, we just kind of deal with it. So, this is the best I can do. I'm pretty proud of this. Like I said, I'm still proud, even though those are the things that bother me. I'm still proud of how this turned out. So, but if you guys want to go check out their content, which I would highly recommend, a link to their channel will be in the description. They've done a lot of mod reviews and modded Survival Crazy Craft. I actually watched a few episodes of them before I did this outro, just to watch some of their content, and I do enjoy it. But yeah, like I said, their channel will be in the description, so if you want to check it out, feel free. They're nearing the halfway point to 600,000. They're currently, at this time of this being uploaded, around 540 something thousand subscribers. I think it's 543,000. So they're nearing 550. They're very past the halfway mark to 1 million, but whew, they're getting there, man. Crazy. But all right. So let's get into the dimensions and stuff here, so we can speed on through this. The legs are 8 by 4 by 12. The torso is 8 by 4 by 12. And the arms, they are attached or aligned to the torso, and they are 4 by 4 by 12. And the head here is 8 by 8 by 8, with no head effect on LittleLizard, but on TinyTurtle, his face does bulge out on all sides, leaving the corners not connected. Because if we did connect it, it would just look too fat. It's funny how that works too. Like just connecting that corner up would just make his face look so much bigger than what we have it looking like now. But yeah, he's got the only head effect, and I will get to that. But let's go ahead and jump into the detailing and stuff. Starting with LittleLizard here. The majority of him is fairly simple. 2 colors, the majority of him, just lime and green. Like I said though, if you do have like a darker-ish green, like stained clay or something, then definitely, you know, tinker around with that. See what you can make this. See if you can make it look any closer than I could. So, but here's the front of it. The bottom there, 1 layer of stone for his feet, bottom of his feet, and then of course you have these squares kind of scattered about through his legs and stuff. The squares just kind of scattered about through the whole thing. So as you can see, another layer of just stone going all the way around the bottom, and then more just plain lime and green squares. Coming around to the back, however, though, we have the start of his tail, as you can see here. On the bottom, there's the majority of it, and because there's a bit lighter of a green inside his tail, I went with emerald blocks, since it's really the only other green I have to mess around with, apart from Melon's, which is like a totally different looking color entirely. But you have a line of green, more squares, but the rest of it's the majority of it is still lime, except inside the tail there. You know, the majority color turns to emerald, where you have just the squares of green again. And so then there's that, and of course black lines that are on the outside of that, just kind of showing you the shape of the tail. But it's the back of the legs, and then of course this side of the legs is the exact same as the other side, our little rule of thumb. So just mirror that side right across, make both sides of the legs the exact same. Starting off now with the torso, because we have to go through 2 of these. I'm trying to speed along now. Majority of it is just all lime with these green squares. Pretty simple, just kind of map out where all the squares go. So that's really easy. And then the arms, of course, the skin, that is birch wood and planks, and there are 2 layers of that. Okay, here is this side of the arms. Can't really get a good shot. I'll do the bottom here. I took a picture from the top, but I'll do the bottom real quick. So it's like this. 2 layers of birch wood and planks, and then the rest of it, again, totally lime, green squares. Should get it. Pretty simple there. Here's the back. You have the rest of the tail. But again, majority of it, lime, green squares, hands, same thing. So then as we get to the tail here, you have a few more little spots there of emerald blocks and green squares inside that. But then you have the rest of the outlining, which is in black wool. So fairly simple here. Really, up to this point, we've only used, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. You know, really easy. And of course, this side of the arms is the exact same as the other side. Starting with the face here. Also, I didn't say it. I know this is kind of way going off topic, but those dimensions, when I said them, they were linked by width by height. And also, there will be pictures at the end of this. So, like in the plastic texture pack. If you've watched our videos before, then you should know this spiel. But, you know, for those who don't know about this, yes, I will have pictures at the end. So after I'm done talking, if there's any part that you didn't understand or anything, then just watch that, or wait for those and see if that helps you anymore. But before I get onto the face here, I did use carpet here on the shoulders, as you can see, because now that we have carpet here on Xbox, I can deal with a little bit of the dual planing as far as the top of things. So this is basically the pattern. It's going to be a little bit different. As you can see, it's not fairly different, but it does cover up a few things here. It makes it a little bit more different. So this is the top of the shoulders. Nothing too crazy, but it's little things like that I think make it look a little bit better. I'll go and do the front of the face, and then I'll go ahead and go to bed. So it's basically just a normal Steve skin, or a normal Steve face. His eyes are blue, the mouth is made of wood, the nose is wooden planks, just regular oak wooden planks, the face, skin, that's birch wooden planks, and of course the eyes on both the regular face and then the lizard face, or the lizard head, it's white with black on the inside. Then the rest of it's all lime with, again, more green squares. The rest of this is just lime with green squares all the way around. I said I was going to go to bed, but let's just go ahead and speed through this. It's not too bad at night, because it's mainly just lime, green squares all the way around. It's just different patterns. Nothing too crazy here. Thankfully, the majority of him is just two colors. It's just the designs change, as it goes all the way around his body. So it can be confusing. And then, of course, I did use carpet again on top here, as you can see, to finish up. So there is this. It's good for that. Let's go ahead and go to bed. On to Tobuscus. Again, not sure why we leave these beds on top of Tobuscus, but it's just where we all go to sleep. He's our sleeping station. So, starting now with TinyTurtle, with the front of the legs here. Majority of it is totally green. In fact, the majority of him is completely green because I took out that detailing. Otherwise, he would have been lime with some detailing of green. So I simplified it for you guys. So the front of him, from his pants there, you can see there's brown with some melon inside of that, kind of a loincloth. Or for his pants. I don't think it's a loincloth. That'd just be, no, whatever. So, brown, melons there. Come around here at the side. Same thing, like, totally green all the way up to the very top. We have a line of brown, and then another melon there. Come here. I'm really trying to fly through this. I don't like having long outros now. And plus, this is pretty simple. Not a whole lot of detail here. A little bit simpler than LittleLizard. But, a lot more green. It's not the same as the front, so you can't really mirror this, but it's just a little bit different. The concept is still the same. Two things of melons for like the dots on there, and then it's brown. So really simple. And then this side, of course, is the exact same as the other side. So just mirror right across. Our little rule of thumb for the sides of arms and legs. Okay, here's the front of him. The arms are completely green, so should be really easy. And then there's a green outline going around his belly. The belly is made of the 3 different kinds of wooden planks: spruce, oak, and birch. It's pretty easy there. It's almost like a repeating pattern. It's a little bit different, but it repeats just like a little bit. Nothing too crazy there. And like I said, the arms, they are completely green on the sides and on the back. So these are just, arms totally green. Should be very simple as far as that goes. And the back of him has got a bunch of different grays here. I tried to detail it as best I could. Oh, excuse me. I had Taco Bell. Sorry. By just using gray, light gray, and stone. So I just tried to make this the best I could. It's a little bit, the majority of it looks like it's stone. But that's just because there's a bunch of different grays here. And I didn't want to go into the, using black and stuff or clay and really get complex with that. I tried to make it fairly simple, but still make it as close as I could. So this is the back of it. Again, there's just gray, light gray, and stone here. And then, of course, the arms, like I mentioned, are just totally green all the way around, as you can see here. So nothing too crazy. Then getting here to the front of him, his mouth, of course, is white. There's 4 layers of his face, or of his mouth, that just comes forward. So 4 layers of that, and it actually comes out on all sides, like I will show you. But his eyes are black with gray there in the middle. Eyes surrounding the black, and 2 little humps of white. And then he has a brown bandana with, again, a final, like, one layer of green on top of that. We're going to go to the side here. It's fairly simple. It's just green all the way around. You know, like you can see here. It's just a, like, 8. It goes along with his actual head, but just poofs out on the side. And the front and back just come out, and those are totally green. Then the brown bandana just wraps all the way around. And you get to the back of his head here. It has a little bit of a tie on the end of it, but that's pretty much it. The rest is green all the way around. So this is the exact same as the other side. And if you get that, the top is totally green. And you're done with TinyTurtle. And if you made him second, you're done with LittleLizardGaming. So that is it for these guys. If you have any other requests, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'm sure we will have a flood of requests for someone else. I know a couple people have been wanting Munchy Brotato lately and other things. I'm going to tell you right now, we've already planned out, we've already made today. We've made our last YouTuber, then we're going to go back and we're going to do some more custom skins for a little while. I'll just say it now, if you've watched this far. We have 4 more Ruby characters, the second team of Team Ruby. We pre-recorded that a long time ago, and we're ready to upload those. So we're going to have one more YouTuber, I'm not saying who. Then we're going to have 4 more custom characters, and then after that, we're planning on doing another stream of custom characters totally from something else. Not Ruby, so don't worry. We're not saying what it is, but it's going to be a bunch of more custom characters. We're going to do those for a little while, and then when we're totally dried out on characters from that, which actually will probably be about a week, I think, a week and a half of those custom statues, then we are going to go right back to YouTubers. We might even have a YouTuber week. So just hold out on us as far as those go. But yeah, we'll have a big project coming in after all that, and we'll have probably a YouTuber week right after. So do not worry, we're planning all this ahead of time so we can be totally prepared for this. But if you guys have any requests for what we can plan, what we can schedule, what we're going to have come out, definitely let us know in the comments so we have an idea of what you guys want us to do more of. So we're not, you know, it's kind of like if I'm rambling, I'm so sorry. But it's kind of like if we go off and we make this or that for a long time, you know, we're not ignoring your comments. It's just we have this already planned and we have this scheduled out in our head of what we want to do. We're getting to your requests, as you can see here with this one. Like, you guys totally requested this one at crapload just a couple days ago, and we're getting to it now. So we're not ignoring you, it's just we're trying to schedule things in and fit things in where they should go, you know. But this is just what the idea is so far. So, any requests, though, for YouTubers, skin pack skins, custom skins, or mobs, or anything, leave it in the comments, and we will plan things out. So, that is it from me, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you for the next one.